we are only missing 2 characters on the Fontaine Only account. One of them is Navia, and the other one is Escoffier. And today we're going to make that one character we're missing, which is Navia, because hopefully we're going to bring home this girl today. I realized at like midnight last night I didn't have enough pools for this, so I did some very last minute scrambling for pools last night. But we do have, I believe, enough pools for this. We are sitting at 39, we'll just round it up, say 40 pools there, plus the 5. And we are at 25 pity, I believe. So we will get to probably about 70 pity. That is not soft pity, so we will need to get an early, which is gonna kinda suck. I also would like a weapon as usual, but because we only have 45 pools, that probably isn't going to happen. We are guaranteed, so we do just need to see a 5-star. Earlies would be good because I don't have enough to get to soft pity, but let's see where we can go. So this is 35 pity. I don't remember what the 4 stars were because I always forget to check that, but I don't believe they were good for this account. We see a Dahlia, which is new, but I can't use him, so it doesn't matter. We see, ooh, Charlotte. Okay, that's what we want. We just want Charlottes. 45 pity. Either give me a Escoffier or Charlotte. Don't want anyone else. Or, you know, the Belle. That's, ooh, Charlotte. Okay, perfect. Lovely. Are you C6? You are already C6. Okay, never mind. I still want more Charlottes, though, because that means at least I can buy more of these. So, still just give me Charlottes, even though she's C6. But we can buy one more pool. I don't think this is enough to do another 10 pool. No, it's not. I need a few more pools. Oh, wait, it actually tells you. I need 305 more primos. Well, let's just go into singles now and see what we can get. We get a C2 Dahlia. Can't use him. This won't bring us to soft pity, but maybe we'll see a early. So we're down to our last single pool. Do we see a 5-star? No, we do not. I believe that is probably about 72 pity now, I think. In terms of events at the moment, we have merely Astral Wonderland stuff. That doesn't really give me many primos. I could go get 60 primos from playing some music. I quite enjoy playing some music, so you know what? I might go do that. Not that it's going to give us a ton of primos, but you know, it's fun to do, so I might go do that. This needs 80% exploration. We're currently at 66, so that's going to take a minute. So I think our best bet at the moment is either Stygian or Abyss. I might as well do both of them. First, though, I'm going to do this, though, because it's just kind of fun. Okay, well, there is that done. That took me literally like an hour, almost. I spent like 12 tries trying to get an F song down. But that's completed. So now we're going to move on to the second thing, which is, I guess, probably Stygian, which it looks like I've never done before on this account. What difficulty do I need to do to get primos? I believe it's only hard. Well, that's as high as I can go right now because I need to clear the hard difficulty to go further. Plus, realistically, I'm not going further. There's no way my team can do that. Let's just go quickly get through all this. It shouldn't be too bad, I reckon. That is a nice 450 primos, I believe. So now, wishing time. Let's get an Escoffier. This should be 74 pity, I believe. This is 75, so this should be a soft pity or thereabouts. We see a 4-star, which will give us another pull. That 4-star is the Belle. We do not see a 5-star, although we can buy one more pull, and I imagine this should be our 5-star. Except it's not, so we're gonna need more pulls. So to the Abyss we go. I'm not gonna really bother recording anything in here because I'm not trying floor 12. I'm just gonna quickly blast through floors 9, 10, and 11. Okay, Abyss has been completed. We have 646 primos. We are at 77 pity at the moment. So realistically, we should be seeing a Escoffier, possibly even this pool. So this will be 78 pity. Is it going to be a Escoffier? Okay, no, it's not going to be a Escoffier, which means 79 pity is going to be our Escoffier, or not. Okay, nice round 80 pity. No, where's the luck? We have one pool left. Please be a Escoffier. 81 pity. There we go. On my very last pool, we're guaranteed there is a Escoffier. That took us down to our very last pool. We have no pools left to try to get her weapon, which is fine because I'm at like 4, not even 4. I'm at 2 pity on here. So realistically, that was never happening. So now we can get her built, which I should be able to do as this account doesn't get very many new characters. So we have quite a lot of resources, except 4, I just remembered she needs the mech drops, which are like the one thing I don't have a lot of. But in terms of level up books, weapon materials, and talent materials, we should be sweet. Also, for some reason, I don't have enough of these. Okay, well, we'll get back to that. First things first, we need a weapon. So she can have the Primordial Jade Wing Spear. I believe that's probably her best bet. That's what I run her on supports only, and she does like 30-something thousand off her burst, possibly even more. I honestly don't remember, but she does pretty good damage, plus crit rate 5-star. That will be pretty good. I don't need Emily on it because Emily's on her signature, although Emily's signature looks really nice on Escoffier. Is it actually good? No, it does dendro damage. That sucks because that looks really nice on Escoffier. And Primordial looks really nice on Emily, but while Emily could use Primordial, there's no way Escoffier will use this weapon because the passive is just not good. Does have more crit rate, but the passive is not good. So we can move on to artifacts, which I should have plenty because there's not that many characters that I build on this account, as I mentioned. And I'm pretty sure Farina and Fremine are the only people running Golden Troop. And because I farm that domain a lot for Marichose, I have a lot of Golden Troop pieces I could probably throw on Escoffier. And I should be able to get a pretty decent artifact set without too many problems. So far though, this first piece is looking really nice. 4-line start. And that's a pretty gorgeous piece. I'm going to steal Fremine's piece though, because we don't really need Fremine and Escoffier is better. Which brings Emily at the moment up to a 58 to 193. Lower on the crit rate, but does she ascend? Yeah, she ascends into crit rate, so we should be fine there. And the 193 is pretty decent. Wouldn't mind getting a tiny bit higher, but really the crit damage rolls on all of these pieces are quite good. This is the only one that's on the lower side, but she's crit damage main stat, and everything else has above 20% crit damage. I mean, there's not really too much we can do to increase that, but 193 is pretty good anyway. I always like to see over 200, but I think the only way I could do that is to get this onto like a 20% crit damage, which I mean, I could try to do. Well, we'll run that for now, and if I do get a better cryo damage, I'll throw it on her. Although this piece is quite good. It has a bunch of crit rate, attack percent, and crit damage, so it's pretty good. So now before we go farm for the stuff we need to ascend her, let's go deal with the talents. I believe we just want to do her skill then burst. We're going to completely ignore her normal attack for the time being, and I'm gonna need to do a lot more farming of the mech drops. So let's begin there. Okay, there is all of the mechs farmed. I do not imagine that is going to be enough to get Escoffier level 90 and talents to a good level. With all of the lower levels crafted, we will have, never mind. We are quite a few short actually. That's an issue. Let's at least see if we have enough of these, which we also don't. I thought I pre-farmed, but apparently I didn't pre-farm enough. Well, at least because there's no other characters we need except for Navia, as long as I don't touch any of the geo chunks, I can craft as much as I want. That is all of the chunks sorted. I don't have enough of her boss drops for some reason, which I really thought I did, but I'm just one short on them. So we'll go run that, and then I also need some more of her local specialties and a few more of the mech drops. So let's do what we can for now, which is get her up to her 3rd ascension and up to level 60. For the next ascension, we are going to need more of these. I have a feeling there's not enough of these in the world to get her up to level 90, which is gonna be a problem. Let's have a look. If there's not enough local specialties in the world right now, I suppose I could also jump on my main account and steal some from there. Okay, there is all the Beryl Conches farmed. I even went over to this area, the Sea of Bygones era, to get every last one I possibly could. And we have 119, so I believe we have enough, although I'm not 100% sure about that. If we need 120, I'm gonna be so annoyed. But we are able to get her up to level 80. Her 2nd last ascension. We will need one more boss drop for her last ascension. Okay, we need a lot more than one. Let's start by running this boss, and then I guess I'm jumping onto my main account and farming a few there. Okay, so I've been on my main account and I've grabbed all of the not Romantine flowers, the other ones, the Beryl Conches I need for Escoffier. So now we have all of these, and I just need some more of these, which is going to require a bit of crafting and also going in here and buying everything I can from the shop. I have no Stardust left, but I honestly do not care because I need to do both her levels and her talents today because this video needs to come out in a few hours. But that is now Escoffier up to level 90, which means she is done there. We're done with the weapons, we're done with artifacts, it is just talents now. So priority 1 is going to be the skill. We are going to get this up to level 6, same with the burst. We're going to leave the normal attack because we are not going to use it. And then I'm just going to craft all of these, craft it all into the blues, and see how many levels we can get with this. Start with the skill, we're going to get that up to level 7. We can't go to level 8 because apparently I don't have enough books, but I can definitely craft them. So there's level 7 on both. Let me see what I can do. Elemental skill. Can we get that to level 9? Yes, we most certainly can. So let's get the skill up to level 9. There you go. And we only have 3 of these, so we're not going to have enough to do the burst or get the skill crowned. But 297 is pretty good. I will just double check that we can't do any more crafting. Yeah, there's no more crafting we can do. And I mean, for the burst, we could probably get that up to level 9. I just need 2 more boss drops, which I never mind. I don't have Dream Solvents. But I also need a lot more of these, which we definitely can't farm. So we'll just leave it at level 7. That is fine. It's really only doing a bit of healing, so it's not the most important thing in the world. Which means that is now Escoffier built. She is level 90. Got the level 90 Primordial Jadewing Spear, full Golden Troop, and 297. I will do some work on these in the future. I'll get both skill and burst crowned because, you know, why not? Everyone else is. But for now, that is good enough. 2,200 attack, 22,000 HP, and a 72 to 193, which is actually pretty good. Which means now it's time to see how much more damage this team can do. I'll also go check out my Feminine team because why not? Chuck out some Escoffier, see 60,000, and then Nouvelette we are seeing at 80, 81,000, 72,000s. Yeah, that's quite a lot of damage. Like 80,000s and 70,000s off Nouvelette's charge attack, which hits very, very, very many times. Plus, I think I saw a 66,000 off of Escoffier's burst, and Farina, I think I saw a 33 from her. So yeah, the Nouvelette team yet again becomes stronger. So now, just because I would like to see what it can do, I would like to try Escoffier on the Fremine Freeze team, and I might also try her on my Risley team, which I think for just full Risley damage, I'll probably just swap Fremine out for Risley. Now, I do need to get my bursts up. Speaking of which, what's... Ooh, 111 ER. That isn't great, but I think it should be fine because I don't really need her burst all of the time. I just need it for healing every now and then. Fremine burst, and we see... I don't know what is bursted because I didn't see it, but we see some 29,000s, which is pretty similar to what he was doing in the last video where I actually built Fremine. Obviously, if Arena's doing more damage, we can actually one-cycle that boss. And Fremine's build isn't as good because Escoffier has some of his pieces. So for one final test, before I go try the Abyss, I'm just going to swap Fremine out for Risley and see what this does. I just need to remember to do my Risley rotation correctly because I always screw it up. Then we're going to do skill, normal attack, normal attack, normal attack. We're going to get to that second thing, we get the aura, and boom. Ooh, 30,000. You know what? Risley's a lot more viable now because he was always kind of okay. He wasn't great, didn't do a ton of damage, but that was pretty good damage. We very easily got through that boss, and I didn't even use his burst. And I mean, his build's pretty good. He's on a really good Marichose, obviously triple crowned. He is on the Widsith. I would like his signature. And yeah, he's sitting at a 271 to what that'd be like a 70 something crit ratio, probably going to 80 crit rate because of Marichose, and also double cryo, so that would boost it up even more. But obviously the Nouvelette team does more, although considering what's in floor 12 and the buffs we have, Risley is probably not a bad pick for the second half. First half buff is anime damage, and second half is normal attack cryo damage, which Risley can do relatively well. So I could, if I wanted to try out the Abyss, run the Risley team, and then I could do a weird scuffed team on the first half. Probably want Pyro for this dude, so I'll throw in Linny and then Nouvelette because he will just solo half of it. Throw in some Burning and then Charlotte. So a mix between my Burning team and my Nouvelette team. That's a very, very optimal team that's definitely going to do well and not going to have problems whatsoever. So let's see just how optimal this team really is. I can almost guarantee you we're going to struggle here quite a bit, but let's see how it goes. Linny is kind of useless unless I run out of Nouvelette stuff because he just doesn't do as much damage as Nouvelette, but we can throw him out whenever we don't have Nouvelette skill or burst up. Otherwise, I mean, I'm hoping Nouvelette should be able to carry, but without all of his premium supports, it might be on the tricky side, although now that I mentioned that, we're kind of melting through this boss. Although it does have that stupid phase, so I'm not gonna celebrate too early because there's a good chance we still won't clear it. And it also likes to get out of the range of my charge attack, which doesn't help us at all. Through the first enemy, pretty easy. Into the Radiant Moonfly, hopefully also pretty easy, but we only have 30 seconds, so we're not gonna clear this, and my Riceley died. Beautiful. That just means I have to run this stupid first half again. We'll swap between Linny and Nouvelette so I can get some Vaporizers in, because that's a very optimal rotation and team. I will say though, the good thing is Nouvelette has really good self-sustain, and Linny can also kind of self-sustain, so we don't have a massive issue with dying on this side, which is good. That's a positive. However, we also don't have very good team synergy, which is not a positive, otherwise known as a negative. Although it looks like we will clear this ever so slightly quicker. That's probably not going to change anything, but it is a thing we did. What a sentence. I'm going to Riceley burst this. Boom. That didn't do as much damage as I was hoping for. Normal attacks, though, are hitting for quite large amounts of damage. I'm seeing some like 20,000s per normal attack, which is quite good. Don't kill my Riceley. You know, it'd be awesome right about now for my Escoffier to be alive, and also for my everyone to be alive. Why does this enemy do so much damage? And I don't even have a healer really anymore because I need Farina to do freezing, and my Escoffier died, which means all of my Riceley damage is also dead. Why are we doing 700 damage? I'll try it again, but I don't really like our chances of getting far at all into this abyss. I'm sure you could clear this abyss with these characters, but I am not skilled enough to do that, and I just wasted entire Nouvelette charge attack on the wrong enemy. Well, hopefully we get 2 stars, although honestly, I'm not liking our chances because our damage just dropped off a cliff, and I need to keep swapping to Farina's healing mode because Escoffier has no ER. I said was going to be fine originally, but now that we're in the abyss, it's not fine. I really need that ER. It's a problem. I don't like this boss. I thought this would be one of the easier bosses. I was clearly mistaken, but we did get through it with 2 stars. I don't imagine there was much time left in those 2 stars, but we got 2 stars. So now we can go suffer more. Normal and charge attack damage though is quite nice. At least we've been getting good cards. That's something. Nouvelette's definitely not carrying as hard as I'd like on this side. We're still doing 35,000 per hit, which is still pretty good. But if you draw your eyes to the timer, it's not looking too crash hot. Nouvelette finished it off with over 8 minutes. Just under. Okay, actually not that bad. Now though, I expect a lot of pain and suffering. My Riceley has very, very little HP. Can I freeze her though? Yes, perfect. I can freeze the enemy. You can't do anything if you are frozen. That's my strategy. I can't be hit if the enemy can't move. Am I supposed to freeze something else? I don't know. I don't know what this enemy does. I've never fought it before. Well, there goes 3 stars. Oh my god, what is that damage? Okay, well, new enemy added to my least favorite enemy list. There goes Lynette, but I honestly don't even want to try doing this again. So she can stay dead. We don't need her anyway. Garbage fight. There is no way in hell I'm fighting that local legend. But I mean, now we are on to the last floor, so that is something. Pyro attacks. Let's do that. I think I need to attack the shielded thing. What am I supposed to do here? I have so far done 0 damage, so that's great. You know, very, very optimal. Am I supposed to try to melt the shield on this thing because it wouldn't go down? Surely it will just stop having a shield or having 8 billion levels of resistance? Or apparently not. Yeah, no, there's no way we're clearing this. I don't know how this boss works. And because all of the enemies now have to have some stupid gimmick, that probably means we're just not going to even get close to clearing it. Why, though, won't this thing take any damage? Like, why can't I get rid of its shield? Surely I should be able to get rid of its shield. It just won't go down. Okay. Sure, why not? That seems like incredible design. Just have the thing with the cryo shield not be able to get rid of the cryo shield. I'm sure if I get rid of that cryo shield, we'll do more damage. I can't figure out how to do that. And yeah, we've pretty much already lost 3 stars, and I haven't even done like a third of its health. Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't even want to try clearing that. I'm very, very happy with my 4 stars. The more stupid enemies they put into Abyss, the less I want to do it. Because why does everything need some weird gimmick that makes it impossible to do? Please remove gimmicks from every single enemy you add into the game. Genshin Impact. Escoffier somehow actually got very well built in just one video after pulling her. We have a weapon, artifacts are sorted, talents are pretty good, and she's already level 90. Honestly, like aside from leveling these up, she's pretty much done. I would like to get a better goblet so I can get some more crit damage on her and push that crit damage to over 200 because it's always satisfying to see over 200. But aside from that, she's actually very well built and she does boost our damage by quite a lot. Fermenate does more damage. Risley team, this one here is actually very viable now. And Nouvelette does just shy of 90,000, I think, or just over 80,000 per charge attack hit, which is insane. Albeit my Nouvelette is R1 and C2, I believe, yes. But with that, that is where I'm going to leave this video off, so I hope you guys did enjoy. If you liked this video, do go check out the last video on Fontaine Only, where we turned my Fermenate into a actually really good DPS. And with that, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Good. Bye.